So, hello everyone, here's time for, of course, Assassins, which is, again, surprisingly good anime. I think, you say it every week, but I'm like, Reader Healer, it was good for what it was, right? You know, Hen kinda is good, but this is, man, it's like, every episode I feel like this anime is really legit, right? I think one big reason why is the main character, feeling an actual competent main character. It's Assassin's alright, yeah, like it's an actual, like, badass. So you can buy that he's like, yeah, this guy would be powerful, right? So you can buy it. And before we watched, the last stream we watched Shiro Nakama. It crashed for me the stream, but that was just when like the episode I did the reaction part, or the review part. So I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna say that that obviously the main character should, smash his wife in that anime, and so he's getting married basically. Yet he still is a virgin. That's anime for you. That is anime for you. Yeah. Hopefully this anime, the main character actually will smash. He did say that he wanted to have children, so yeah, I have high hopes here, right? But anyway, let's watch episode 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah. Honestly, I hope this anime is gonna do better, right? Because that's so silly. Like Shiro Nakama, pretty funny episode. I think the episode was funny and it was a good episode generally, but it also feels a little silly how basically to spoil it. But this anime, the main character gets married, right, in episode 1, basically, end of episode 1, or 2, episode 2. And now in episode 3, he's basically married. He wakes up next to his wife, and yet they don't do it. They don't even kiss his wife. He has a wife, yet they don't kiss. They share the same bed and everything, and the bathroom and everything, and she got like, huge op-eyes and everything, and he's like, whoa, op-eyes. And she's like wimp, and he even insults him and calls him like a loser because he doesn't, yeah, she's disappointed in him that he just grabs some up-eyes, yeah. I'm just saying, right? I'm just like, yeah, that's anime for you, unfortunately. It is kind of about animes, though, honestly, yeah. There's so many, you watch so many animes that you almost get used to the main character never scoring. Yeah, you're like, wait. So I really hope here, honestly, in Assassin, I really do hope he actually is gonna smash, right? I mean, he talked about children last episode, and this guy is supposed to be what? Like, what is he? Like, 50 years old, maybe? I don't know exactly how old he was before he died. It's not explained, right? But he's something like, what, 50, 60? You know what I mean? He's something like that, right? So you can expect him to be a little more into like, yeah, let me actually smash, like me actually get it going, I would, and also called Reader Healer is art, right? So I would be kind of surprised if he's not actually gonna do it. Oh, it's like I can't remove it, whatever. So here he gets his first waifu. Me is his little sensei waifu, typical chibi waifu sensei. He's all with tilf, tilf chibi tilf. And she's like, I am not a kid! And then she blows up a building. So look at my explosion power. She's like, yeah, you're a Mega Man. That's what they really explain. But yeah, she's obviously like a super little crazy genius girl that can throw fireballs and blow up planets. It's a Mega Man. Kinda. But I guess you teach him, of course, magic. So teach him, use magic, yeah, of course. She's the sensei, it's Roxy. It is Roxy, come on. Gonna teach him some magical stuff. But yeah, it is Roxy, I think. I mean, I call it every time now. It is a Roxy, that's what it is. Of course, he's very talented. You shouldn't be this powerful, kids. Control your magic. Yeah, see, he's gonna blow up the building too, right? He's like, you can blow up building? I can blow up buildings. Yeah, he's like, scaring his master here. Man, this poor girl he just met, can they need to wait one day until he smashes her body with his magic? Come on, kiddo. Okay, he throws us away, blows up the planet. This feels like a Dragon Ball thing. Yeah, this feels like a Dragon Ball thing. We're like, oh shit, moon! So I blew up the moon over there, yeah. This feels like a Dragon Ball thing. We accidentally gonna blow up the planet next door. Oh, I blew up Mars. Sorry about that. I had to throw it somewhere. But yeah, she's all like, what's wrong with this kid, man? Here comes the MILF and so on, his mom's always like, I'm a little boy. Yeah. Yeah, man, the kid is crazy. I feel most people be like, this kid is crazy. I don't want the job anymore. This kid is cray, man. You can't pay me enough to train this crazy boy. He blew up the moon. freaking monster kid. Oh, there we go. Blew up the mountain, man. Yeah, like come on. It's not a kid you want to have, right? I would feel most people would be like, I don't want to train this guy anymore. He's clearly too talented. But of course, mom is like, oh yeah, Bobby, there's my son. Blew up all the worlds you want, boy. Yes, teach him that are more useful for killing one people, not the cities. Oh yeah, sure, yeah, I was working on that. Yes, and they're like, very good. Blew up a city with magic? That is useful. My parents are crazy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, stop exploding my stones, man. Yeah, it's like, come on. Yep, that was good. Yeah. What are you doing with your tongue? Nothing. Yeah, stop blowing up my shit, man. You would get more. You could have more stones. Like, no, you just blew up one. Yeah, like, you could have more stones. You just blew up half the building with that thing. Yes, the hero needs the heroes. Still, though, is it really a good way to? Like, the father was like, you can use magic for sedation, not get like bombs. Kodama! Go to sleep, boy! Sensei's here to complain about him. Go to sleep, yeah. She's all like, nice. Onisha will sleep next to you. Yeah, see, she's a weird 10th season. Okay, so of course you my little, I'm your Nershanna och Nershan sensei. Oh my god, this anime is so hentai. Come on, of course she's gonna be like, let's sleep together, yeah, because that is like, yeah, we're gonna share a bedroom, right? Because we're siblings now. It's like, why? Because I'm your teacher and I want to, yeah, like I want to have a brother. What? Yeah, so she's of course a weirdo, to no surprise. Oneshan magician sensei teacher. Okay, he got fire magic going for him. He probably has every element because he's a goddamn Isekai main character. Yeah, water and fire, steam magic. Maybe you also have earth and wind magic. Yeah, he can have everything. Super rare. He probably has everything. I mean, he's sent by the goddess. He's sent by evil Sailor Moon sent him, right? So he probably has, you know, wind and earth and. Exactly, he goes Earth Infinity. It's a freaking 4 clover guy. He's going Black Clover on us. You're like, what? You got all the affinities? The main characters? Unbelievably main character. He's the main character. He's an Isekai, he's an OP main character, baby. Sorry, girl. This guy is a freaking 4 clover guy. He's a rainbow magician 4 clover superhero. But yeah, no surprise, of course, he has every... Of course, he's, you know, he's the main character, right? He's the OP main character in Isekai. Of course, he has every magic element. And now he's going hand like hand. I don't know what she's like. Yes, I need to touch you to teach you magic. Like, why is she like, we need to have intercourse, or else your fire magic won't work, or something. Like, what is this? It is Mr. Viewers. She's like, we need to share our family bond, or something. What? And also, call me Onesha when we do it, or something. Yeah, I was like, okay. Yeah. Elemental conversion. It looks like... yeah, now he's getting like a kind of... here you go, face here, yeah. And then she's there also, I guess, looking at him with her op eyes. Because, yeah. This is very, yeah, of course it's like basically like doing it, yeah. I teach you magic with using my body. Yes, that's my first time I ever experienced that in my life. Okay. So magic conversion is like, it's like having, you know, yeah, okay. Because, why not? Yeah, why not, right? Okay, so I guess the characters. So you get your new. But this is his every element. He's an OP main character. He can do everything he wants, right? He got all the 4 elements. It's so OP, man. I got all the elements. Let's just go, girl. Just go. I can't read them. Mistakes! He can't read. Yes. Okay. He's probably gonna blow up a building or something. He's an OP main character! I have confidence in my memory! He's so OP! I can learn it immediately by hearing it once. Come on, I'm a taskmaster. I can do it easily. But yeah, his copper looks rusty and ugly, so he still has failed though. Yeah, I mean, he still failed how ugly his copper was though, so he's still a loser, clearly. She's clearly a better magician, right? Yeah, a loser man. Can make copper look correct, man. And here she's back. Yeah, Onisha wants to sleep together, yeah. I don't know what's wrong with this girl, but she clearly wants to adopt him or something. I don't know, it's weird. Yeah. She's like, I'm not a kid! Let's sleep together and yeah, let's hug! I want to be best friends with you, let me be your Onisha! No, but she's adorable. She's like, I'm not a kid. Yet I do want to be your big sister though. Let's play video games together or someone, yeah. She's very adorable. Yeah, very adorable adorable big sister Isekai main character has sadly. Certainly so. Yeah. Almost like too quickly. Yeah, she's really excited. I would be excited too, honestly, though, if I could learn magic though. I mean, you coming from Earth and getting Earth magic, that would also be exciting even if you summon copper. I mean, it's pretty bad at things to summon something. That is true though. I mean, it's kind of cool though to have Earth magic. So we'll fix the windows though. Teach him how to use window magic, man. Okay, summon another material. Yeah, FE. I guess you use chemistry. It's like, yes, it's the seventh formula. It's like, what if I just add the gold then? It's like, well, gold, AU. How can I make AU happen? Yeah, it's like, yeah. Yeah, you just change one next here, right? And then we get some. How can I make gold? Come on, that's the question. How can I be a real alchemist? Yeah, just test them out, right? Until you find the right one. So he, of course, teaching her now. Yeah, she was the master for like 1 day. She was the sensei for like the first 5 minutes. Now he's a sensei. Yeah. But I mean, magic is just like chemistry, right? So copper and, you know. Yeah. Just like a weird number games. But it's like it's gonna be the periodic system, right? It's like, well, if this means this thing, then this thing has to be iron, right? Or gold, or whatever. See? Here we go! Gold, baby! I told you! Yeah, it's just atomic mass, come on. It's just freaking periodic system. It's just like, well, this thing is silver and this thing is gold. So, Sailor Moon was like, just copied, you know, how to make atoms, you know. It's just super simple, yeah. I used to say thing on Earth, you know, yeah, it's like the Earth periodic system, right? So when God created the atom, he also used to say magic formulas, of course he did. Yeah. It's funny though that he, of course, has remembered ultimately the periodic system, so he knows the... Did she die instead? Gold is too powerful. God puts a tool on making gold though, you know. Gonna pay for taxes for gold, right? It's called a gold tax. Oh, she can't do it. She's a loser. She can't do it. He created gold and she's a loser. Yeah, she's a loser. So I see it. What a loser she is. Man, see, she was the sensei for like maybe half the episode. Then she lost her throne. She was a sensei for half, Onishan sensei for half the episode. Now she used to Onishan, yeah. Here we go. Gold! They're gonna ruin the market though. Stop making gold. Yeah, she's so happy, but they're gonna ruin the market. Stop crafting gold, people. They're gonna ruin the market. You're gonna craft gold to some extent, man. Yeah, so you can't just make too much gold. You're gonna... Oh my god, look at this fist bumping. He's like, yeah! Let's ruin the market of surplus to give it so much gold. Maybe you can just pay people not to kill the hero then. He can just become the richest guy ever. Yeah, I can... And they're sleeping together again, of course. Yeah. It's kawaii, man. But it's basically... it was very obviously the periodic system. That was like, what else is gonna be, right? What else was gonna happen, right? That was obvious. And now it's like bullets. Shotgunning it, yeah. This is gunfire magic. Very good for assassinations. Yeah. Yeah, like let's summoning a rifle. Very good. I can kill people with this. Yeah, I can also shoot people. Like, yes. I can snipe people, yeah. This is the girl that happened to be a killer. Yeah, she's like, yeah, we can murder everyone with this. It's like, yeah, okay, girl. Call down your murder spree. A tank. Or artillery. Okay, yeah, okay. Got a cannon. Yeah. Man, see, this guy's gonna blow up the planet before he kills the hero. Exactly, what are you planning? You're gonna blow up the planet, right? This guy is gonna be accidentally destroy the planet soon. This is the quirk singularity. It's gonna end up doing like a... some kind of, I don't know, black hole or something. Yeah, way too reckless. Yeah, she's a little bit of Megami. She's like, it is pretty cool feeling to blow up shit though. Yeah, she's like, she's a very Megami over it. You're way too reckless, but it is pretty cool to blow up shit, so let's keep going, yeah. Like, she's way too into it. He's like, oh yeah, I mean, it's kind of dangerous, but we did blow up the island, and it was pretty lit, so... You know what? I think about it. Let's do it again, yeah. Like, she's way too, I feel, into it almost. She's like, yeah. I heard you like blowing up planets. Yeah, let's do it together. Yeah, she's already... She's really trying to seduce him or something. In some weird sibling thing. I don't know. Like, she has some issues, definitely. She's like, I'm not a girl, but I'm also your best friend now, and your sister, and your lover, so let's do everything together. Yeah, she got some weird thing going on there, definitely. Okay, gives her like a knife. A titanium. Yeah, he teaches her titanium. Gives her a titanium knife. Yeah, because he's like, I'm an assassin, so I give you a titanium knife. Titanium ally knife thing. Because that's how I... Yeah, this is how I make friendship. I give them knives. I guess, you know, he's an assassin, so it's like, yeah, you're gonna have a knife, girl. You're gonna remember me with my murderous knife, right? Yeah, but he basically stopped being his teacher for like a minute, though. Talked to him for like 5 minutes. And then he overcame her severely. He leveled past her in like 5 minutes. And then she was kind of useless. It's an experiment for his crazy ideas. But yeah, him being a Isekai character obviously is important because he could use his chemistry knowledge to... And he gets her cute little necklace. It's the one of those rocks that he wanted to have. Yeah, exactly. A far stone, of course. Yeah. My god, look at this friendship slash, I don't know, sibling love or something. And also teacher and, you know, mentor and student so on. Yeah. Oh my god, a pinky promise! Oh my god, Yakuza! Oh! He basically married now. He basically married her. Oh my god, it's like one of his many waifus. Yeah, he basically married her. Yeah, what a lovable character. Well, I mean, she kinda just told him the very, very basic. Yeah, she's like, well, he mostly did it by himself though. I just showed him the very basics, and then he overcame me in like 5 minutes. And like at least she knows that. She's like, well, you know, she's like, yeah, I talked to him, and then, you know, he defeated me immediately. So, you know. You have grown. It is kind of weird that the father isn't questioning why he's so amazing at everything. Yeah, the father isn't questioning why his son is like a god or something. Yeah, gonna protect the kingdom, right? Of course he's going to kill the hero, but... yeah, you preserve life for good people. Yeah, gonna protect the country, right? Okay, good prison. Okay. So criminals, I guess, mostly. Yeah, he's like, to think that you would be this intelligent as a kid, yeah. He really should question what's wrong with his son. He's like, you're very intelligent, son, and perceptive for being like a 5-year-old. Yeah, he's 13 now, but you know what I mean? He's like, you're very, very intelligent, son. Yeah, why would you give me passion? Compassion, I guess, not compassion. What's the secret? Yeah, we're still humans though, okay. So his father still cares about that stuff? I guess? Yeah, okay, he has to be a good person. Yeah, we're good assassins, okay. Yeah, we are heroic assassins, okay. Okay. Well, I guess that makes the main character more likable. That is, it's more likable. That his father is like really good assassins. They only kill bad people, son. Remember that? It's like self-defense martial art. You only kill the bad people with your assassin skills. We don't kill... oh yeah, yes, so I kill some guy in the prison. Oh, so the cute girl? Oh, it's gonna be the waifu. It's gonna be the waifu! Definitely, come on. It's gonna be the waifu. Yeah, here we go, come on. Yeah, so I can't kill her. Oh, she's a murderer? But it's a recruiter. Come on, it's like, she's attractive though. I'm gonna recruit her. Well, it's probably a test for his son that he's probably innocent. Should you kill them? Okay, maybe she killed him. Okay, she did kill him then. She did actually burn them all down then, so she did kill him then. But given that he used to kill people all the time, this main character guy is like... he's probably like, oh, I can kill people easily. I have killed a lot. I guess this episode we can see if he kills or not. Well, why would he kill her hand off though? Man, this guy couldn't kill her like efficiently. Man, I thought if I kill her quickly, painlessly. No, he's like, I will kill so fast. Okay, there's a true self-comp here. I like it. It's like her true self appears here when she's... okay, she definitely was a killer. Okay, he spotted a real evil woman, okay. But I don't know, I mean, what do you expect, right? All that, I mean, in some animes, if it was something like, I don't know, Mushi Tensei, right, that's airing right now, right? if Ruru was like, if this guy was like, Rudius, I want you to kill this woman here. She's like some kind of murderer or whatever. You know, you kill her and she probably deserves it, you know, kinda. You know, she burned down some people, yeah. If Ruru was like, yeah, you know, you would be like, what? Rudius supposed to be the good kid? You know, yeah. You would have been like, what? But here, I'm honestly like, I mean, in some animes, this would be a shock, right? Seeing them, the main character kill her. But honestly here, like, it's not a shock, because, you know, he's an assassin. His backstory is that he used to kill people for a living, right? So, yeah, he's the assassin guy. He was already a murderer before he got here, right? So this is what this anime, again, it matters, of course, that he's an Isekai character. It's a modern anime, as I like to complain about, even though I love Isekai as a genre. There is too many Isekais, right, with the main character being the Isekai character doesn't actually isn't really relevant, right, for his for the storyline. But here is of course very relevant. But while he's a kid in this form, he of course used to be an assassin on Earth. So why would he care about this random murderous woman, right? He would be born as a killer. That being said, though, I thought that he was gonna just kill her immediately. You know, like just headshot her immediately without even talking to her. He did went for the arm and then threw the knife in her face, and I didn't think he was just gonna be like, whatever then, I'm just gonna kill you quickly, like whatever, she's guilty, let's do it. But yeah, it wanted to show that she actually was like a murderer, and she was just, you know, crying or pretending or whatever. There was crocodile tears, I guess. But I don't know if that was really relevant. that she was lying or not, that he actually was sad. Because when the father was like, oh, she killed them all, I was like, well, I guess she's guilty, so, you know, like, I don't even know if it matters so much to him, right? Because, again, he's supposed to be an assassin. Yeah, like, because he's already a well-trained assassin, it definitely feels like it doesn't really matter, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's kind of already, he doesn't have to teach his son to be a murderer. He is already a murderer. Like, that's the thing, right? Yeah, in some other animes, you might be like, oh, with the main character, you're gonna kill someone? So you're gonna take that step? Because there are many animes, right, where the main character fights people, especially kind of heroic shonen main character, you know, like some Deku, right? Very typical shonen, you know, heroic, you know, very. In that sense, you have a hard time seeing Deku killing someone, right? He defeats the bad guys, he won't kill them. Same thing with like Luffy. Even though I have easier time seeing Luffy killing someone than Deku, though. Deku is way too much like, you know, good at Tushu in most of the storylines, at least. And something else. Goku has killed a lot of people, though. Goku feels like he doesn't really kill people if he doesn't have to. But then you see, if you read things like Volume 8 in Dragon Ball, he uses his staff, he just blows up like a helicopter with that, and then it explodes. And you're like, he killed those people, yeah. So, I don't know, Goku kills a lot of people, especially in the old school manga. I feel when he fights the Red Ribbon Army character, I feel he kills like everyone. I think Goku murders like 5,000 people or something. He just destroys an army. And then of course he blows up at the moon and so on, you know, kind of thing. But back to blowing up moons. But Dragon Ball is kind of funny because it feels sometimes like the characters are against killing people, right? Because they're the good guys. But then many times they do also like destroy armies and blow up half the planet. So I'm like, well, also they also do fight really severely. But anyway, he was kawaii. He gets a new sister. She's obviously gonna be one of his waifus. The anime already has done like a few time skips right during his growing up here. He was kinda young still in the episode 1 day before they did the backtracking of the storyline. So I don't know how old he is in the current, you know, where they started episode 1, right? But certainly this woman is gonna be one of his wives, right? Certainly Big Sister Sensei will come back later and be one of his love interests. So it's her and the two other girls, right? That are the main thing, yeah. We have those three main waifus, right? I mean, I guess correct it's gonna be a waifu in the prison. I don't know, but this is one of those things, you know, where I immediately, before he entered the prison, or I guess the cell, yeah, the prison wasn't prison, but the cell, the actual prison cell, I was like, it's gonna be a woman, right? I was like, it's gonna be a woman, it's gonna be an attractive woman. I just had that immediate feeling that the test is, you know, she's gonna be all, I don't know, yeah, I called it, because I just felt that they had typical tropes of like, she's gonna be, you know, all, oh, I'm just a poor lonely lady that needed help to feed my children. Yeah, I don't know, but I just felt that in the back of my head immediately I expected it to be like a crying, beautiful woman, you know, begging for, oh, I'm just an innocent lady. Yeah, I just felt that was gonna be the storyline immediately when we saw her here it is, when she enters. I was like, it's gonna be a wife, you know, she's gonna be all sad and, oh no, I didn't mean to be a murderer, I just killed 10 people on accident or something. Yeah, but I just felt that was gonna be the thing immediately when I saw them enter. I was like, yeah, okay, I see where we're going with this thing. Kinda like that. Yeah, I was like, yeah, okay. But anyway, it was cute. Yet very, I don't know. She's kind of, I kind of think she's kind of funny. She's like, I'm a kid. I was a kid. I don't like. I'm not trying to like, you know, I don't need that stuff. And she's like, do you want to sleep together? Do you want to be in my bedroom? Can I like be next to you? Yeah, she's all like, oh my god, yeah. Maybe we can like hug and cuddle together. Maybe we can like play this game together. Yeah. So she's kind of adorable. It's like, I'm not a kid, but I am kind of a kid though. Yeah. And you're my little brother now. I'm your big sister, and I love you, and we're always gonna be together. Like, so, yeah. She was funny. She was funny, yeah, because I did think she was gonna stay longer though for more than one episode. That I would say. But she certainly again will come back later. It's one of his love interests. I mean, of course she's gonna come back later. Yeah, we have those two in episode 1, right? She's one of them, right? I don't think so. We didn't get a name, but no, like I mean, she could be against Maddie, but no. But it's like 3 waifus, right? These are the 3 waifus. I would guess so, definitely. Like he's gonna have those 3. What are their names, honestly? What are all the ladies' names? I want to get spoiled. So see what they're called, right? I just want to see what they're called. So of course, Lug, main character. Yeah, Dia, of course. You know, love interests. There it says in the wiki. I'm spoiled. The first comment on Wikipedia is Dia is his love interest. I'm like, whoa, love! This woman's a love interest? I thought she was just a big sister. So big, yeah, surprised them. But anyway. So it's like, I guess the name are Tarte and Maha. Or, yeah, Tarte and Maha are his 2 assassin, you know, the assassin teammates, right, that he has in episode 1. Tarte and Maha, but obviously she's also a love interest. And it's even says it in the Wikipedia, so I'm sure now. Yeah, I got spoiled there. I thought she was just a big sister, but it actually is his love interest. But, no, but... yeah, big sister sensei love interest. And not a kid. Yeah. No, she was funny. She was really funny. I liked it. But certainly she will return later after a time skip. Yeah. I don't know how many years she's gonna jump. Not that many years, because he didn't seem to be that old, right, in the in episode 1. But I guess you can have more than one time skip. But certainly, you know, it's gonna jump a few years. I don't think the anime is gonna jump like 20 years, right? But it's gonna jump like, you know, 2 to 5 years kind of thing, right? Yeah. So he's around 18 or something, right? And then she's gonna return, of course, with bigger, you know, bigger knockers. Yeah, that's the thing. She's gonna return and having bigger oppies. Very important to think about it. Maybe I can find an image of her, how she looks when she's a little older. Should be something, right, in like the novel art. I'm trying to see if I can find something here. Not that many images, unfortunately. Honestly, like 1, but no, that's something else. Can we find a little more mature there, but I wonder if she's gonna stay a chibi forever. Maybe she will. She's kind of a chibi character. I wonder if she's gonna stay a chibi forever, or if she's gonna come back later and have like 10 times bigger up or something. You know, I'm just like, yeah, it's anime, so she's probably gonna return with like huge knockers, right? I'm just saying, you know, she's probably gonna return with like massive, you know, sizable improvements, right? So that's what I'm thinking. I'm just saying, guys. But whatever, it was a good episode. It's a great anime, and just one thing that again is iterated that I really like is the main character, Madus, right? That he is an Isekai character. So he of course uses the product system, as I guessed during the episode in reaction, I was like, well, he's obviously going to per system. I've seen all the animes too, right? There's nothing special. And I think that actually is a pretty good way to write it, because sure, we on Earth, we have the system, right? The system. So you have separate land. You have hydrogen is number 1, helium is number 2, then it's lithium, right? Yeah, lithium. Natrium is the next acute metal, so it's lithium, and so on. Why am I trying to go in order here? And we have oxygen and so on, right? The oxygen is the number 8 there. With oxygen is number 8. The best one is probably then carbon, which is number 6. Carbon is interesting because it has its first shell is 2. It's filled out, right? Because the first electric shell is 2, and then carbon has 4. So in the second in the electronic shell, you have 8 to make it full, right? So every 8 inside is to have a full shell with valence electrons, and it has, so carbon is interesting because it has 4. That's why everything on Earth is like carbon based, right? Because 4 means that you can either give away 4 or get 4. And you can also combine them with like methyl and so on. So you can have triple and you can have double connection and so on. So for example, knowing this thing, I don't know if I have to chemistry lecture here. I haven't studied chemistry in a while, okay, but I did have a perfect grade though in chemistry though in university. That was one of my top subjects. But anyway, my point is that to know how carbon works, for example, that is at the 4 electrons, very, very important to know. Oxygen is 6, right? So it only needs 2. That's why oxygen builds with 2 hydrogen, because one hydrogen gives 1 over 1, right? That's how you get the water, right? Or Musse Pig, yeah, Mickey Mouse symbol. Which is actually interesting because I'll say one lesson here that I want to explain to people. There will be a nerdy take on it, guys, but I want to explain one thing though, which is very important to know. The people never know. The people are so bad at to know it. I will talk it very briefly. Okay, humor me. We're gonna have a little science lesson here while we're at it. Okay, so humor me. Okay, so you have the Mickey Mouse symbol, right? Very classic, chemistry symbol, right? So what you usually have is you have the Mickey Mouse, the blue thing, the oxygen. Right, and then you have 2. You got this shape, right? Yeah. So this is the Mickey Mouse. That's because oxygen needs to have 2 electrons to make a full shell, and hydrogen is 1, right? Because it's the first, and this is called hydrogen. Is Latin for water creator. So that's what it needs right there. People are imagining this is the electronic shell, right? So what it has here then, it is a minus thing here. So here's a minus 2, because you have 4 electrons here. It's 2, right? No, sorry, it's 2 per. It's 4 if you whatever. Let's say it's 2. It's easier. It is 2 electrons here, because you have to give 1 to hydrogen, and you have to take 1 or give 1. So it has this shape. Okay. The important thing here, the people never seem to know when it comes to chemistry, because everyone heard about the Mickey Mouse thing, right? So you need to give 1 and take 1 and so on, and you get water. But the important thing is with water is that you actually have 4 electron zones of water. Okay, so what the actually important thing to understand with water is that yes, you have the connection here, right? You have the connection here. These are the real connection. There are it's a molecule, so there's 2 connections in this molecule. But you actually have 2 electrons here as well, and you also have 2 over here. So this is actually very, very important to know, and people never understand this when it comes to water, honestly, so that's what I say it here. It's a very offshot from my anime stuff here, but also it's very important to understand this thing in chemistry. So what it means is that water isn't just binding on, because why? Because the other 4 electrons has to do something, right? So they're not exactly here or here. It's about the 4 first. In practice theory, it's more like there are 4 and they're kind of moving around, right? So you kind of have, in that sense, you kind of have 4 and you kind of move around. But it's basically like 2 is there and 2 is there. So what happens is that water, right, is shaped in a cross, right? This is how it's shaped in that sense, right? It is shaped like this, yeah, in a sense. It's not said that the Mickey Mouse thing is a false idea, right? The doctrine of the mouse thing. Because the mouse thing is like a cross, right? Yeah, the mouse is like, the head. Because obviously when you think about the mouse, you're imagining this shape, right? Kind of here, right? But of course, if you think about it, this is the it's not supposed to be that. There actually is a cross shape. This is the actual shape that the water has, and that's very important to understand, because what happens then is that in every electron, if I do it like this, it's a minus here. Yeah, it's a minus here, but up here, it's actually a plus. So now we're doing high step. This is how ions are created. So it's actually a plus up here. Here's actually a plus. Here's a minus. So yeah, I did have an H chemistry. I'm pretty good at chemistry. No, but seriously, I had a perfect grade in chemistry on university level, so I'm pretty good at chemistry. But it's very important to understand how oxygen ions is created. So water has a plus here, and a plus here, and a minus here, and a minus there. It's called the delta minus. So what happens then is that if you have more than one water molecule, you actually get another molecule here. So the next thing here then, here's another Mickey Mouse thing. It's actually down here. This is how it actually looks in reality. So if you have two water molecules, the plus thing from this water molecule, right? The delta value of the plus up here, it's gonna connect to this thing. It's like magnets, right? So because the bottom right of the water is actually negative, it's a 4 delta left negative, right? But they don't want to be together. They're basically doing the cross shape. So you basically have got this form, right? And then you got the Mickey Mouse thing on its butt, right? And then the next Mickey Mouse, the next water molecule is gonna be here, right? The next one is gonna be here though. It's gonna connect to this thing. It's gonna connect like that. Potentially, it could connect like to the next one here too, I suppose. It also could be over here, right? Like it could also be, connecting like this, right? This is also how it could connect, of course. But this is actually very, very important. So I'm saying it here to be like this. No, but seriously, people shouldn't really know it. This is something people never know, because you talk about the shape, right? You talk about the primary shape. You never talk about how it actually looks in reality. Because this thing is, what happens then is that, so you have a molecule has its binding. The energy binding in water is here, right? This is where the energy is. So if you freeze water, turn it into ice, and then you release it, turn it into water, and then into steam, right? It has to release the energy here. And that's why you get like the energy. It gets hotter, right? So if you have ice and you're trying to melt it, it has to break the bonds, right? It's harder to break ice than to break water, because you have to break these binds, right? One molecule. But why water works like it works, and why like ice floats on water, like right? It's because of these things. Because water isn't just like, it isn't just existing out of nowhere, right? So every water molecule is connected to the other water molecule, like a thousand pairs. That's why it's so important, because water is so specific that it has a plus place and a minus place. That makes water molecules actually stick together, and that's why it's such a malleable kind of liquid and so on. Because all the liquids do the thing. Some liquid does the same thing, but every liquid doesn't have the shape, right? Every liquid doesn't have like a delta value that's plus and a delta value that's minus. This is not true for every element. For example, like carbon, which is just black, right? Carbon is just black. Usually have like carbon usually is drawn like a black thing, right? So you have the black thing, and this is carbon, yeah. Basically, and then you have something like methane or something, methanol or something, that kind of gas, right? So you have C4, right? So that is one carbon on 4 hydrogen, right? It's incredibly common thing in nature, yeah. There's methane gas, right? Super common, and then you have the other thing, which is like 2C. Another one, you have 2C and so on, right? Then you have the typical alcohol, it's like C2, and you have one oxygen and so on. But anyway, so it's shaped like this, right? This is this shape, yeah. It's like the perfect shape. Carbon is like the ultimate binder, because it's like the perfect thing, and that's why carbon. This is the basic carbon, right? And then you add another carbon, you get a black thing here instead, and then you get another like this, right? And this is why all the humans and everything is based on carbon. So you can keep drawing like this, right? You can keep drawing into that, right? So you just keep building it, right? So that's why you have this very long, carbon chains, right? The DNAs and so on. You keep building it, meat and everything. It's bit of that, right? That's the view of carbon-based life forms. So carbon is super, like that, yeah, it's super shareable, right? But here there's no like real, there is data values and so on, minus plus, but it's not the same thing. Right? Water has this very, very specific area, right? So because in hydrogen here, it's like one electron here, yeah, so it's like a plus, it's minus there, but it's nothing there really. So it doesn't really has that feeling for it. I mean, it exists there. But basically carbon or C4 then doesn't really combine like water does, right? So it doesn't get like that kind of liquid form in easy shape. It's like graphite or whatever. It gets like the harder form. Of course, diamond is also carbon, right? Carbon and yeah. So it gets like another form. So it's more like a graphite, it's kind of like a bricker thing, right? Like it's solid, but it kind of like brickers. It doesn't become like a liquid like water does in some temperatures. But of course, you can have methanol, ethanol, and so on. But then you have oxygen too, right? And then you have something like propan, and you have that stuff, and then you have this higher. But things that propan and so on, it's that's 3, yeah, that's 3, and butan is 4. So then you have more carbon, right? So it can't really like create the same kind of liquid shape that water can, with only being 1 carbon. But if it's more carbon, like it's 3 or more than, so octane is 8, of course. Typically, gasoline is 8. Yeah, so in gasoline you have. You have different. If you have benzene though, benzene is 6 though. But benzene is interesting because benzene is a shape like a circle. So in benzene it's like this. Wait, my scene coming here. So benzene is 6 Cs, and then they are so benzene and benzene. Then they create like a circle together. So it's like a perfect circle, and it's very, very interesting chemistry. I think benzene is very cool. But anyway, yes, there are a lot more, right? So yes, they can become liquefied, C and hydrogen, but carbon hydrogen, but they're not like liquefied in a normal state with only those. Then instead create the bricker state. Then they get really high up. You get all the stuff and so on, and the temperature and time and so on. But liquid water is more like, well, this is the perfect thing because water then combines together. People never get it though. People never learn about that every molecule, even a molecule, has different like delta values. So that's why they get different shapes, right? So anyway, hope someone enjoyed that. But I always say to people, it's really weird to me that people never learn about how that kind of chemistry actually works. People learn about the Mickey Mouse shape and so on, but they don't ever tell them that, well, a Mickey Mouse is going to connect to other Mickey Mouse in a very specific way because it has a minus and a plus value. It's like a magnet, right? So the Mickey Mouse value, depending on its value or the value, is going to create this, and that value itself, then the buttocks, right? The butt of the Mickey Mouse, right? Of the Mickey Mouse shape, and the ears of it, they have a plus and a minus value. It's like a magnet, so they're also going to be connected, right? So if you have a lot of water molecules, you can't separate them, right? You have to actually use some kind of energy, some kind of force to separate a one to another molecule, because they also have connected like that. But if you have 2C4 kind of separately, they don't really combine like that. Yeah, so that's why they don't create the kind of the liquid shape, because they can't really puzzle that together. But one water and one water do connect, and they have a known electrical binding then, but it's not the same powerful binding. They don't have this kind of binding, right? They have like a this. Yeah, they have like a kind of like a hand. They don't have like a real. It's a binding. It's called an energy source, but it's called a source of energy, right? But they don't have the same kind of like. They're not holding hands. They're more like kind of floating each other and giving each other kind of like a fist. Yeah, it's kind of like they're fist bumping, and the other one is holding hands, right? But fist bumping, they're still connected, right? They're kind of trying to be connected, and they don't do that stuff. So it actually matters a lot for chemistry why some stuff is fist bumping and something is hand holding. But you never learn about the fist bumping in school, right? Schools are crap. But anyway, so it's very important. But university is good usually, but until that point, school is horrible, right? But anyway, my point, of course, from the anime standpoint is that the main character in his anime, I guess he knows his shit, right? Because he's like, 8th number, this thing. Gold AU. It has the, what is it, 81? Let's see, I'm old now. Yeah, this is kind of hard. AU is 81. I'll say 81, right? I hope I said the right thing, and that was a bit embarrassing. I guess not. I want to say 81, 79? Man, I want to say, why do I want to say, no, it's titanium. What did I say? It's Okay, 79. See, I was like, oh, it's like a very close to that number. Yeah, okay, I failed. God damn it. Yeah, my second guess was 79. Yeah, okay, damn it. 81, 71, 79. Yeah, yeah, whatever. You know, it's one of those like, what year was he killed? No, 73. Whatever. He clearly knows that, and then he also remembers that gold is 167, 97 is based on its the weight of an atom is based on its proton and neutrons, right? So usually they have about half of the size of an atom usually is a proton, or they have a neutron. So usually what you get is like roughly double the weight. So for example, titanium it's 22 and it has like 47, right? So it's like a little more than half of its number. So it's 20, so it's 22 protons plus then will be roughly then 25 neutrons, and also I guess 22 electrons. So it's slightly higher than double its proton value. So so basically, for most atoms, you can calculate the rate, roughly speaking, by taking it x2 plus a few more. Yeah. So it's like it's number 5. Oh, it's gonna weigh like 10, maybe like 10 point. Yeah. So boron, brom is boron or brom in Swedish. It's like. It's like 10.8, it's like 5 times 2 plus a little bit, like 20% more. Yeah, like that's kind of how it does. Like carbon number 6, that was border one, it's 12 point, like 12 points a little bit that. So it's always kind of like that, right? Until you get to the lower bits, like uranium and so on, they are much heavier. And that's why they are radioactive usually, right? So if you get really down there, they are like 3 times as heavy and so on, or kind of. So that's why they are kind of different, because they. Basically what they do, right, radioactive is that you lose is a core, right? So you go down in what protons you have. So you go down and send away to protons, but you can also send away your neutrons, right? So one kind of radiation is just releasing neutrons, and that's of course easy to release neutrons if you have a surplus of neutrons, because you're a heavier metal, like a radioactive metal has much more neutrons compared to its protons. So you can release that, for example, you have alpha, beta, gamma, you have different kind of radiation or stuff, right? One of them is proton, one is a helium. Yeah, one radiation actually is heliums. Yeah, one radiation is helium, right? It's just radiations, and one is just neutrons. So it depends on what happens, right? But that's why a lower atom usually can't have like neutron radiation, because it only has like one neutron or a few. It's gonna be really hard. Yeah, the nucleus, and also they don't have a nucleus enough. So for example, helium can't really be like a helium radiation. It used to be helium itself, so you can't like have a helium radiation because it would be launching itself, right? Whatever. Komishan up now, guys. Hope you like the chemistry lesson. I don't know. I just felt like when I got in the topic, I said, you know what? Yeah, man. People never know this shit. It frustrates me. People don't know that. How it actually works with water. We're all based on water, all life is based on water and carbon on the planet, and people never learn how freaking water and carbon works, man. This is ridiculous. Like, it's so important to understand. Such a basic core stone of society and everything on the planet. And also, last point, that's why people discuss silicon-based life forms, because silicon is then, of course, under carbon, right? So if you look at the system, you will actually look at the silicon is the one under the carbon, and the column depends on the electrons they have. So the molecules that silicon based are very, very similar to, of course, carbon. And also why we have silicon, silicon oxides and everything else, because silicon is also very malleable, just like carbon, right? So silicon-based life forms, you see in a lot of sci-fi, it's very, very possible, yeah, very, very possible. It makes a lot of sense from a chemistry standpoint that you would have silicon-based life forms, because they're very, very similar to carbon-based life forms on the sense that how silicon as an atom works, right? Because it basically was like carbon, so it's a heavier next step down the carbon, right? So it's like a heavier carbon, I guess you could call it, and would definitely. For alien life forms being silicon based, I think it is very likely, and just from like a general standpoint, right? I'm not saying that we have had silicon life forms, aliens on Earth, but there is some planet out there in space that has silicon-based life forms. I think that is basically true. I can't say it's 100% true, but if I have infinite planets, right? Infinite planets, one planet is gonna have silicon-based life forms. Are they gonna build spaceship and come here? Probably unlikely, but if you have like a million planets, right, one of them is going to have silicon-based life forms. I think that's like super common. That's going to be, I think, very, very likely. So yeah, I like silicon-based life forms in sci-fi. To me, that makes sense that they will exist, right? Then if they are stronger than humans or whatever, better tech than humans, that's another thing. But like if they're gonna exist, yeah, certainly that is like super common. I'm on that level because alien life, you know, that's the last point. But yeah, but I'm on the point that do I believe that we have aliens on Earth? Maybe not. I think that I won't get into that now. But do I think that there are aliens exist on other planets? Certainly, yeah. Like I believe absolutely that there are aliens out on other planets, right? That may or may not be in our system, right? But like in all the planets in the universe, certainly has to be other intelligent life forms. Then if they are one light way from us or a million light years, whatever, right? That's another story. That's another story. But that there are other life forms that are intelligent, and it has to be given. So if infinite planet, you know, universe is infinite, big and it's expanding, right? The universe is always expanding all the time, so it has infinite possibilities, basically, right? From like a planet standpoint. So yeah, certainly, is in infinite number of planets, you have infinite number of possible life forms, right? In that sense. So you know, my space alien waifu, one day. Men kommer coming up soon, guys.